welcome. Yes, thank you for being here. It has been a long time since I've just seen so many of our people in one room, and we've been in the development world for a long time, so thank you for being here. We are excited to have the opportunity to present to you our company vision, to plot our path forward with the people and organizations, hopefully some of you, who would like to join us. First and foremost, we are grateful to the SenovvA team for hosting us here on their virtual stage, Studio 1401. We love harnessing multimedia and projection technology to tell stories that move across space and time, and we really appreciate them offering us the chance to do that. This is the perfect space to do that for us. Our focus is the intersection of film, music, theater, and technology. All of it as one language. That is how we think. That is everything we're building, and that is what we're about to share with you. These are big visions. They span years and decades of work. I do have to warn you, we're going to go a few different places in a relatively short amount of time. So tonight is big thinkers only. That's all you, right? Yes? All right. You ready? We're going to do this? All right. Here we go. Firstly, we're going to travel backwards in time. Over 10 years ago, a psychologist friend of mine called me out of the blue and said she wanted to commission me to write a requiem. Now, for those of you who do not know, a requiem is essentially a massive musical composition in honor of the dead. I will be honest, I was a bit caught off guard. Grief is not the sexiest topic, but I soon realized how deeply that all resonated for me. Because grief is not a single isolated doorway. It opens into everything: memory, identity, faith, connection, transformation. You walk through that door, suddenly you're in the middle of the human questions. Why are we here? What's our purpose? Who are we to each other? How do we know if we've lived our lives well? Is there something more? You know, the small talk icebreakers. But beyond the existential, it did force me to ask myself one question. If you could make anything to help people feel something real, what would it look like? That was an important moment for me. And in hindsight, the answer came really quickly. A holistic experience fusing music, cinema, and theater. A production incorporating live performance that was also cinematic, stylized, multimedia, and above all, something felt. So during my first couple of years in LA, I worked away on what became Apsis Requiem. In the process, I was fortunate to meet and work with literally hundreds of artists, many of whom volunteered their time and talents to begin piecing together this vision. That is how Nom de Genre began. A container for vision-driven, emotionally resonant, and technologically ambitious storytelling. No genre, nom de genre. The framework that the Requiem piece inspired has grown into a fully operational production company. It laid the groundwork for our trajectory and has remained our North Star as we navigate forward. And where are we going? Great question. Joey, come on back. We're going to move into the present as we tell you about a major film project we're actively bringing into production. Where We Go is a feature film, and it is the starting point for a larger multi-platform universe we call Not From Here. Where does the creative voice come from? That is a question that I have always thought a lot about. So naturally, we built an entire multi-platform universe around it. But to start, we're going to focus on this singular film.
So Where We Go takes place in a small rural town where people have begun to disappear, quietly and inexplicably. We follow a young man, Chris, who becomes convinced he caused the woman he loves to vanish. He had a vision or a dream in which she disappeared, and then she went missing in the real world. Chris is also a stifled creative, a talented musician with a lot bottled up inside. He's afraid of his own creativity, whether that's because it may be affecting the world around him or because it's going to open up his deeply buried pain.
Thematically, the film explores the idea that opening the creative channel doesn't just let in ideas or inspiration, it lets everything in. Grief, memory, imagination, joy, truth. It touches on topics of mental health, aging, isolation, self-soothing. It does it with heart and subverted expectations. At its core, this is a film about the ways we all disappear. Emotionally, physically, relationally, and yes, sometimes mysteriously.
The cast includes Detective Marsden, a small-town sheriff, a 40-something woman with secrets of her own, Val, Chris's late 20s sister, pragmatic, grounded, and also an aspiring musician, Teresa, a middle-aged lesbian minister with her own hot take on spirituality, and an ensemble of town locals across generations, each of them with their own quirks and quiet struggles.
Where We Go utilizes a dream space where Chris encounters both his wildest visions and deepest grief. The dance piece you saw,
A theatrical interpretation of what you might see on film. It was a glimpse into that liminal space.
and hinted at the blurred lines between what is imagined and what is real.
And while this dream space allows for elements of surrealism, the film itself is rooted in the pragmatic, yet poetic. It's eerie and emotional, mythical, mystical, Midwest Americana. I practiced that one. And I hope it's funny.
But also an accessible and deeply human small-town mystery.
Now, okay, Where We Go, the film we just talked to you about. It is a complete standalone film.
And if you like things simple, that is all you need to know. But if you're someone who likes the whole story,
Where We Go is only the first chapter in a much larger world, the Not From Here universe. The film is setting up the Not From Here series, which is an IP we've been working on for years. In the Not From Here series, a group of New York creatives leaves the city to stage their dream immersive show in a small rural town, inside an abandoned airport hangar. But when they get there and begin building their dream show, they start realizing their creative antenna may be tapping into a frequency that's not from here. The series kicks off about 20 years after the events of Where We Go, and you guessed it, in a sane town, now quietly haunted by the events of the film's eerie conclusion. You could consider Where We Go a prequel, a relatively contained first iteration of a whole universe that we've been building out.
the series expands the same core question behind the film. Where does the creative voice come from? And more specifically, should you follow it? And how far? There's a force that wants to come through, a show that wants to get made, urgently. And if you're tuned in, if you've ever felt the pull of a big idea, you know that creative inspiration isn't always clean or safe. Should you listen? If something wants to come through, should you let it?
Great question.
It might take over your life.
Now here's where everything we've created starts to fold in on itself. In the Not From Here series, the characters are building a show, the one they came to this strange little town to create. But that show, we built that too. It's called Dr. Valentine in the Heart of the Golden Vessel.
Do we sound crazy yet? All right, you're with me. So this is the show within a show. An immersive multimedia production that can tour, scale, and live alongside the series. Taking the show the characters are creating on screen and bringing it out to live audiences.
The ultimate multi-platform activation. When we first started dreaming up the Not From Here universe, I was developing Apsis Requiem, trying to figure out how to move forward with this new kind of 360-degree theatrical structure.
At the same time, I was seeing the rise of TV-based immersive activations like Stranger Things, Squid Game, and a whole wave of that type of experience. So I thought, what if you just built it all together from the start?
What if audiences could actually go and watch the real Dr. Valentine show, the show within a show, in person?
I would. As you know, we are the intersection of film, theater, music, tech, and immersion. This universe is just that, a film, Where We Go, a series, Not From Here, a theatrical show, Dr. Valentine in the Heart of a Golden Vessel. We know where to go see a film, the movie theater, a series, at home. But what about a 360 theatrical immersive Dr. Valentine? Joel, take it away.
I got you covered. In order to bring that vision to life, we need the structure to house it. A 360-degree multimedia venue that merges film and theater. The image behind me is the first concept art I made for Apsis Requiem.
And then this next image came from a dome company that reached out a few years ago looking to partner on developing live theater in a dome.
It is very exciting to see the things in your head begin to manifest.
We do now have the business plan, which includes the physical dome, the operations to run it, predicted revenue, vendors. What's great about this is it's a semi-permanent structure that can be installed in a parking lot, a park, or any similar location, then packed up and moved to the next location. Features a centralized stage, raised seating. It's very configurable. 360 projection, surround sound, no proscenium, no wall between the audience and performers. It's one big container for collective transformation. A space of quantum possibility without physical limitations. This tech allows us to transport the audience from one world to another instantaneously. Imagine a show that allows you to travel immediately to a subway platform, a desert, a dreamy palace. We have that show. So this tech is advancing rapidly, as is audience familiarity. Most of you probably know of the Sphere in Vegas, which is an incredible feat in its own right. Here's our focus in this landscape. 1, live theater productions in the round with fully surround projection. 2, tech that is fully woven into the narrative, especially with our original content. And 3, stories that have the ability to jump locations quickly.
We believe in the communal experience of theater.
Our domes are approximately 500 seats, big enough to feel shared, small enough to feel intimate.
Smaller venues also means larger scalability.
And the digital sets mean multiple shows a day.
This is real, it's underway. We have renders, we have vendors, we have budgets, we have potential clients. We've actually priced this out for 2 clients already, a company in London and a company in Dubai.
We have yet to see theater in a dome at this scale, in this form. We would love to be the ones to do it first.
We also believe if we don't do it, someone else will.
Our plan is to launch it with known IP, things people know, to build traction, then transition into our original shows like the Dr. Valentine and the Requiem show.
Our vision is ambitious, but it is cohesive, and we are ready to build it. We've got the film, we've got the universe, we've got the 360 domes. There is one more piece of the equation, and that is our live events. While our focus is original content, that takes a lot of time and a lot of money, and so we also build custom shows for our clients. To share about our agency work, I'd like to welcome my producing partner, Lauren Selman. Lauren and I met over 10 years ago when she stage managed one of our Requiem events.
Lauren is a 2-time Emmy-nominated producer, brings her 20 years of experience and her relationships to Nandajan. Please welcome my friend Lauren.
Hello, everyone, and I'm here to talk about our client work. When we aren't dreaming about our new original show, we are hired by companies and organizations to produce immersive, story-driven shows that entertain, create deep connections, and leave lasting impressions. Over the years, Nandajan has collaborated with a range of clients. We've worked with Interscope Records, Center Theater Group, the Oscars, and Westfield, among others. One of the projects that we are most proud of is our relationship with Westfield Unibel Rodamco. Westfield is not just a mall. It's actually a place of gathering where millions of people come through all of their retail spaces, and they manage some of the world's largest retail spaces, including spaces at the World Trade Center, Century City, LAX, and all throughout Europe. And for the past 7 years, we've been producing shows for them, including their Lunar New Year celebration, Pride, and the highly anticipated annual holiday show. What began as a modest activation with a couple of actors grew into a full spectacle, complete with song and dance and snow from the sky, original compositions, adding scale, complexity, choreography each season. We brought Broadway to the center of one of the largest malls. This evolution has not only captivated millions of holiday shoppers, but also significantly increased foot traffic and engagement for Westfield. A win-win for all. Our collaborative process ensures that we're deeply aligned with our clients from concept to execution, bringing our unique blend of strategic thinking and creative daring to every step. Now, some of our favorite projects come from our private clients and deeply personal creative visions. Like the legendary estate party we produced for a client who wanted a flash mob tribute for his husband. We took that spark of an idea and turned it into a 5-hour dance-fueled dream. Now imagine this party. There were multiple stages in his backyard, a full orchestra, synchronized swimmers, opera on the balcony, circus acts, a DJ, a dance band, and a rooftop finale. It was epic. And it was all experience-driven, carefully crafted to envelop guests in a world of performance and wonder. These projects add value to our clients, and they also fund our development, expand our network, and let us prototype creative ideas out in the wild. So they're not separate from what we do, they fuel what we do. Our goal in every collaboration is the same: to create moments that are elevated, cohesive, and deeply felt. So, I'm telling you all of this because we're open to branded work, public activations, fashion shows, galas, campaigns, anything where we can build a show. We'd love to explore how we can help you amaze your audiences and achieve your strategic goals. So thank you. And I want to bring back Joel and Joey to wrap us out. Come on back, you guys.
Home stretch, home stretch, home stretch. So, over the course of the evening, traveled through our upcoming film, our original IP, the domes, the live performances, and our commercial partnerships. We are now at a moment where everything we've been working towards is ready to move. We are looking for the right people to build it with. There are several ways to be a part of this. The first one's really easy. If you want to support, you can make a tax-deductible donation today through our fiscal sponsor, Fractured Atlas. We deeply appreciate any support to keep us moving forward.
Next, you can be a partner in our upcoming film, Where We Go. This film is ready to make. We've been working on with the Oklahoma Film and Music Office with the intention to film there. We're currently seeking commercial investors, casting attachments, partner production companies, industry representatives, executive producers with strong experience in narrative filmmaking.
And for those interested in larger scale opportunities, we are seeking partners for the launch of our 360-degree dome platforms. This is important, and this is heartfelt. We have a special announcement tonight. We are forming an advisory board, a group to guide us into our next chapter. As many of you probably know, our honored guest this evening is my friend Jim White over there. Yes. Jim just recently left his position as VP at Paramount Studios. Jim, thank you for your constant tutelage and support and friendship and love. Cheerleading, this man is just the man to have in your corner. We are excited to announce tonight that Jim is our first confirmed member of our advisory board. Thank you for your wisdom, Jim. Welcome to the family. We are actively looking for additional advisors. We know many of you love to mentor or know people who do. You have years of experience. We would really like to learn from you. We are actively seeking individuals with expertise in entertainment law and IP, finance, growth strategy, film and TV, and multi-platform storytelling, as well as probably some things we haven't even thought of yet. So if that sounds like you, if that sounds like anyone you know, we would love to talk to you.
All right, and I want to just wrap up by saying thank you for our partners here at Studio 1401. We want to thank everyone in the SenovvA family for having us and allowing us to work here on your beautiful stage. Give it up for SenovvA and Studio 1401.
And to all of the staff and crew that was here making this possible tonight and all week, seriously, thank you so much. We really sincerely appreciate you.
And the very last is very special thank you. I cannot say it enough. Thank you to both of you, Lauren and Joey, for good Lord, for your tireless work in bringing all these visions to reality, and for your belief in Nandajan. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And you guys, to Joel, we just want to take a quick moment and acknowledge him. Let's give him a round of applause. For those of you who really don't know the extent of Joel's heart and his vision, we just want to take a moment before we move on to our evening and network and get to know each other more, is that this man has invested his time, his energy, and his heart into creating a vision that we can all follow. And you've created a community who is here to back you up and to see you and to witness your greatness. And I said this at the last presentation, but I'll say it again because I think it's really important right now. A lot of us are hurting and we're alone. And earlier in the presentation, we talked about how a lot of us might be feeling like we're disappearing, that we're feeling isolated. And the action that we can take is to be together and to be in community. The people here are extraordinary. You are all incredible. And I truly believe that creativity is what can bind us and heal us. So may we be in creativity and may we be in community with you, with one another. And thank you for your leadership and your vision. And we love you and we believe in you.
Thank you. I also received that. Thank you to all of you. Thank you for being on this journey with us. There's a reason you're in this room tonight. We cannot do any of this without you.
Thanks for being here, for supporting us, and for joining us in this vision.
That is it. That's a wrap on the week. Thank you for being here. Come find us. Come get us. We love you.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Have fun.